Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. When a king's palace burns down, they rebuild palace is more beautiful. That is a Yoruba adage. And in Yoruba, let me make you laugh small. It is said, Ele oba tojo ewa lo bossy. Okay? Okay, so that is an adage. We have gotten a report that the wives to the Ooni of Ife, like they cannot hold it anymore. They are so upset over what has happened. We got a report that Oletik had the effrontery to cry, like Queen Naomi was in shock at Oletik's effrontery. As she was crying, stating that royal manor is supposed to be for her. I gave you twins, that she was talking to the Ooni of Ife. I gave you twins, that she cried so much, that she is the one who deserved the kind of honor that was given to Olori Naomi. Now, you know that a lot of people may not know why this means a lot. It means a lot because, you see, the royal manor is a very special place in the palace of the Ooni of Ife. It's almost like the chambers of the Ooni of Ife itself. Like, the royal manor is reserved. Like, it's one of those reserved areas inside the palace of the Ooni of Ife. The place is reserved, it's secluded, it is royalty to its beds. Like, everything, because other kings who are supposed to visit the palace of the Ooni of Ife are supposed to use the royal manor. And they say the royal manor has always been there and reserved for this purpose, right from time immemorial, that the royal manor is reserved for this purpose for other kings. And there is no way in the hell anybody could have thought that Kabiyesi will make that decision of giving the royal manor to a woman, that is Olori Naomi. Number one, she is a woman. It is said that she does not deserve to sleep on that bed and all of that. That could have been one of the most difficult decisions for Kabiyesi to make. But look, Kabiyesi went ahead and made that decision because of the love that he has gotten for Queen Naomi and the respect that he has for that lady Olori Naomi. Now, when people want to begin to evaluate or overanalyze the situation, it's important for everybody to know that, look, for a king, marrying a virgin is, a thing of pride to every king. And that is why you see that some kings, they will never pick a wife except that woman is a virgin. Like when you look at the emirs and all of those other kings, they all marry virgin because there's something they say virgins bring longevity to them. When as a king, you deserve to be with a woman who has not been with any other man in this world. And they said that the spiritual interpretation of that kind of act has to do with longevity, that it brings about longevity to you. Now, of all the women around the Ooni of Ife, it's important for people to bear in mind that Queen Naomi is the only virgin that the Ooni of Ife has married. And maybe, just maybe, that is the reason why, things between Olori and Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife are generally very different. Maybe that is the reason why they are so closely knitted together spiritually. Because Ooni of Ife is ready to, we do know that, I saw the other day somebody left me a comment where the person is saying, Delaram is like, you do not know the antecedents of the Ooni of Ife. When you talk, you praise the Ooni of Ife, you don't know. It's important for people to know that everybody has a bad part. There is nobody that is perfect. Ooni of Ife is not perfect, neither is he near perfect. But what is important to note is that the man is a good man, okay? And Olori Naomi happens to be that woman that gives Ooni of Ife complete pride as a wife. And that is why Ooni of Ife is ready to win the entire world. He might go on his intergalactic movement with women and all of that, but he comes back to Olori Naomi. I have stated this clearly. Every time I talk about this situation, I use Davido as an example. I shouldn't, when it comes to age and, achievement in the world, I should not put them together. No, I am not doing that. With due respect to all the great Yoruba people, never, I will never do that, okay? You can't compare them. But I'm talking about a young man who is out there, who is all over the place, doing all the intergalactic movement. You see how he comes back to that lady they call Choma. You know why? That is what love does to a person. Now, we are getting a report now, allegedly that Oletik is very, very upset. Like, she is crying that she is the one who deserves the royal manor. The reason happens to be that she is the one who has given Kabiesi twins, and she deserves better than what she is getting. That why would Kabiesi make that decision to give Olori Naomi the royal manor? And she has been waiting to be welcomed back into the palace for reasons best known to them. They keep delaying it and all of that. And right now, Naomi is back in the palace using the royal manor. And why that is very, very unfair. After all, she's the one who gave birth to, 2 golden eggs for the Ooni of Ife. But I do think that most times Oletik forgets that Naomi is the one who gave birth to the golden egg. Tadenikawo is Kabiesi's first son. And for those people who kept praying that Naomi should never come back to the palace, Naomi and Ooni of Ife and all, you need to know that no matter what happened to that relationship, because that was the biggest consolation I had. That no matter what happened to that relationship between Ooni of Ife and Olori Naomi, people should understand that Naomi will always be an integral part of the life of the Ooni of Ife by virtue of the fact that Naomi gave birth to Tadenikawo. Tadenikawo is the golden egg. Tadenikawo is the prince of that land. And no matter what you do, no matter how much you twist it, no matter how much you show the world that you do not want Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi to be together, Tadenikawo will remain the prince, and that is how it's going to be. Talking about you, Naomi does not deserve the royal manor. You deserve the royal manor because you gave birth to twin and all of that. There is no way when it comes to Olori Naomi and Oletik, there are no basis for comparison. You cannot compare these two. Intellectually, you can compare them. In terms of beauty, you cannot compare them. In terms of manners, you cannot compare Olori Naomi. You cannot compare Oletik to Olori Naomi. Now, when you talk, Naomi is a complete package, a full package, okay? When you talk about beauty, Naomi has got one unique beauty. Anybody who is doubting it, bring it and let us see. Naomi has a unique beauty. See, Naomi's beauty is an uncommon beauty. Naomi's smile is an uncommon smile. Naomi is so beautiful. Naomi is so beautiful. Then look at her charisma. Who can fault Naomi's charisma? Which of those women in that palace has the kind of charisma that Olori Naomi has? Nobody. Nobody. As a matter of fact, for me, as far as I'm concerned, I know that when I say this, people don't like it because, of course, of the way we feel about Ebony. I want to feel like in terms of charisma, you cannot even bring Oletik close to where Ebony is. You can't. Not to even talk of Naomi. You can't. You can't. So Naomi has the best charisma. Naomi knows how to carry herself. Naomi is super, super intelligent. When you talk, a lot of you those days, you used to say she didn't go to school and all of that. Who among those women can stand in front of people and display herself the way Olori Naomi does? Who is that woman? Let me see that woman. Somebody should tell me who that woman is. Let me see one. There is nobody. We all know what is going on. And so right now, they say Oletik has been crying. She's so devastated over the fact that they gave Olori Naomi a royal manor. That she is the owner of the twins. She gave birth to twins. The royal manor was supposed to be given to her and not Naomi. Kabiesi betrayed her. Kabiesi betrayed all of them. They loved, they shared, and all of that. I say, all of you who are doing competition with love with Kabiesi, you don't know where you are because you will continue to cry and cry and cry. You see, this thing with Olori Naomi and the Ooni of Ife has got a spiritual, undertone. People have been been saying this and they've been explaining this over and over again. Okay, look at what is going on right now. Naomi is there cooling off, enjoying herself, being royalty, being so beautiful and all of that. Right now, she can come in and go out as she pleases. And, she has her husband. What is that? And, the whole thing, God has just so blessed Naomi. They say, as we are hearing, as it is alleged and rumored, they say, Oletik, Oletik is crying her eyes out. She's so devastated because of the royal manor. I say, when I never chichom chim, when I go see.